Hello, this is Lexicon, back again with a demonstration of the Birdigo demo. A demo is a version of a game that is released early, lacking many features, but it is released for free and it is intended to entice you to buy the game. This demo I have found better than most demos. What is shipped is a complete game without variations. And what I mean by that will become clear when we start. So I will hit play. Variations include different migrations and different decks. All of these decks, I particularly like the pirate deck with all the R's. All of these decks are locked in the demo. Gadsby, without using an E. Wow. How did I do that? The classic deck is the one that is unlocked, and you will see it has a single wild card. Letters are in gradations. The speckled letters are worth the white letters are worth 1 flap. The speckled letters are worth 2. The gold letters are worth 5. Each stopover, we have to hit a target. The score of each word is flaps times power multiplied. Flaps we get by adding up our letters. You see we have 42 standard, 15 speckled, and 3 gold. We have no platinum and diamond letters at this point. Platinum are worth 10 flaps, diamond are worth 20 flaps. As I said, gold is worth 5, speckled 2, and standard 1. So in order to hit, we multiply the flaps by power. We have to write at least a 5-letter word to get 3 power, but if you write a 6-letter word for 4 power or a 7-letter word for 10 power, that would be great. So let's say we get 6 flaps times 3 power, that would be 18, which is too short of 20. And 18 is usually what I get here. So we are going to try to get 20, and a U and a pair of K's are not going to get us there. Now, when we are writing words, it's useful to think of syllables. So, paled would get us 15. So let's get rid of those and see if we can do something, not that. See if we can do something better. Tined, toined. Well, we are going to go with toned because we did not get better letters. Notice that the forfeit tab, the discards tab now says forfeit. If I try another discard, the game is over. J-I-V-E-S. As so often happens, our second word would have gotten there by itself. So we had 2 words left. We get 2 seeds. We will use the seeds to buy more feathers at the store. The feathers change how our hand plays. We could get plus 5 power if the word length is even, but that will encourage us to write even length words. We could get an additional word, but I really like the Coatl. In addition to adding feathers to the deck, we will be trying to improve our deck. The Coatl has a chance to improve any letter anytime we play it. So standard could become speckled, speckled could become gold, gold could become platinum, platinum could become diamond, and if it activates on a diamond letter, nothing happens. Our next stopover is a target of 30, and we will get a new letter for our deck. Sometimes it is worth keeping an IN in your hand in case you can get an ING. An S is always worth keeping because that can make your word 1 letter longer, which is quite powerful. Swore, wiser. Let's see if it gives us this 6-letter word. I'm not sure that it will, but it did. And we are, once again, too short of the distance. W-A-R-D. Now that we have the Coatl, we think about playing letters that we would like to see upgraded. And the A got upgraded, that's nice. 2 more seeds. Vowels are better than consonants, and U is the least valuable vowel. So our deck now has 3 U's in it instead of 2. It has 4 E's, 3 A's, 4 I's. I prefer E most, and then the A. WPKG. Let's try COILS. That will get us 15, which is only a third of the way, because a 5-letter word is 3 times power, and we had 5 normal letters. Now we have an ED. Proved. Hopefully you could get joked. Now the problem with jammed is that requires 2 M's. But we can write moated. A castle that has a moat is moated. Are you going to give it to us? You did. That got us 32, and that got us the rest of the distance, which is great. Next we get songs. You can have up to 2 songs. Songs improve your deck. This mimic is interesting. I want to use it to turn a letter I don't like into an asterisk, but I would have to actually have an asterisk in my hand to do so. Bozo. Let's try BLOTS, and we'll see if we get a U for a QU. That got us 18. No. We will see if we get an ING. That would give us, well, we got an ED. Let's see. Let's see if you'll give us janked. I think of that as a slang word rather than a real word. Well, you'll give us jawed, I'm pretty sure. So that's 30, and we enhance the W. The W is not the letter there that I was playing that I wanted to get enhanced, but that is the letter that got enhanced. We have 1 discard left. We have a bad hand. Gouges. Gouges. I think that will get us the distance. Yes. We still haven't seen a wildcard letter, although we can buy one here for 4 seeds. We will do that. We will use the odd duck and the asterisk. That is risky. Usually I would like to buy more feathers at this stop, even though the next stop gets us an additional feather. You see we can have up to 5. We will keep that golden W, even though I didn't want it to happen in the first place. W-A-I-L. Odd duck, right? So, odd number of letters, odd duck, plus 5 power. Not quite, but very close. We have another horrible hand. Okay, we will use the odd duck and just write job, which gets us 48. Now, I like to write longer letters because, so the plucked would be valuable until the next Store. We're stopover 5. The next store is at 9. We will take the plucked. I would like to use the mimic to get this. To get another asterisk. We still only have 2 asterisks. This is the best egg. Eggs are side quests. During a side quest, you have a penalty, and if you succeed, you gain a reward. So I have -1 hand size, so I only get to draw 6 letters. I would really like an E to make that an odd duck. Ah, Q-U-I-L-T, 5-letter word. And with plucked, I forgot for a moment that we had plucked. We make it easily by activating both of our feathers, the odd one, and this one automatically activates. It's just that we're going to fill these feather slots, and then this will be activate, but it will be worth 0 because there will be 0 empty feather slots. We will either get an ing or an ed. We didn't get either. S-O-U-N-D. Sound or sounds? +5 power for an odd word length. 9, 19, 95. I could have played sounds. This is the thing I wanted to see. So you put up the V, which I don't like as a letter in this game. I now have 2 wild cards. S-L-O-P-I-N-G. And if that doesn't work, we still have a wild card left over. But it did because a 7-letter word is worth 10 times power. We want to write those 7-letter words. They also activate the odd duck and the plucked. And finally we get a golden asterisk. So we now have 4 blanks. Our total number of letters is 42, 56, 62, 63. So that is 3 times 19 is 57, 63. So each of these rows is 19 letters long, which is an odd choice. Oh, we have a platinum U. I actually don't think I noticed when that U went platinum. Now, you definitely need to discard a lot when you don't get any vowels. P-L-O-W-E-D. That won't get us the distance, but it exposes, and I was hoping that the asterisk would get enhanced, but the L got enhanced instead. Now if we use the J, jitter, J-I-T-T-E-R, that would be a 6-letter word anyway. So we want to write a 5-letter word. P, but it has to have a U in it. So prawn won't work. Okay. We are using our last discard. We got our blank. That means we should be able to write anything. S-U. P-R-A-N. P-U. P-U. Punter. P-U-N-T-E-R. And then the S, which as I said can add a letter to most words. Adding that S brings us from a power level of 4 to 10. We've played so many 5-letter words that our 5-letter words are now worth as many as 6-letter words, but if we play one more 6-letter word, our 6-letter words may get to be worth 5. Our 7-letter words are worth 10. They could also increase in value. For now, punters will definitely get us the distance, even, and the U went diamond. In future plays, that U will be worth 20 flaps, which is incredibly powerful. We are going to be able to make a selected letter gold. Now, we will get another feather. That means plucked after this one will only add 5 power. It's currently adding 10 because we currently have 2 open slots. We will soon only have 1. Choose, choice. I don't see anything here. Yes. Greaves wouldn't quite work. Curries, which we don't have. S-I-R-R-E-D. Yeah, I thought that was. We will then use our last discard, which is dangerous. Cruised. C-R-E-W. No. Cured. That is an odd duck. And if it doesn't get us the distance, we have some good letters in reserve. Those 20 flaps were quite useful. The 20 flaps from the diamond really made the difference. Pterosaur, starting strong. So this one would automatically activate. And we have words that give us power but not flaps. So I'm going to take that. We still only have 13 seeds. So we won't be able to buy too much. And I still haven't made a letter gold. F-N-G-O. Mound isn't quite good enough. V-B-S. Pasta. Pizza. I guess I'll write pasta. And I'll spell it correctly. That will not get us too far. Because of starting strong, it would be nice to start with a gold letter. That would be worth an extra 5 flaps. Now our 5-letter words are worth 5. Q, U, E, Quirt, Quith, Quest, but can we use 2 letters? I do not see how we can use 2 letters. Make a selected letter gold. Alright, let's make this gold. Q-U-E-S, Now look at these flaps. 5, 25, 26, 31, 32 flaps. This is going to be a high-scoring word even though it's short. And we enhance the E, that's always nice. And we had, if we had had that word at the start, we would have gone immediately to the end. I like to add E's to the deck. This one I do like. Feathers that don't always activate encourage you to do certain things, and I like to play words that are 6 letters or longer anyway. So if if you're going to give me a bonus for doing something that I want to do anyway, I am happy about that. However, my favorite feather is the one that gives you one extra letter in your hand, and there it is. So now we have the coatl that enhances. We get one extra letter, plus 5 power if the word is odd, plus 10 power. Can we get flaps? There we go. So instead of starting strong, let's get 8 flaps per enhanced letter. That leaves us with 3 seeds. We could use a mimic to try to add an asterisk to our deck. Wow. We certainly can. Oops, let's not do that. If I had done it this way, this would have turned into a B, and I would have been very sad. I have done that. If you do that, just realize that people make mistakes, and you are human. Purpler. Are you going to accept purpler? You did, and that is worth an astonishing quantity of points. And you enhanced our E again. That's also very, very nice. Double seed. Now this card we hold on to, and it will allow us to buy more at the last stop by doubling the amount of seeds in our hand. Because we keep gaining seeds as we travel, we will wait until we actually arrive at the store before we use it. Plus 1 discard, minus 1 hand size. So although our penalty is minus 1 hand size, we have our talons, which sort of undoes that penalty, and we started with 2 asterisks. Channels? Channels. Channels. That is a 8-letter word, which is it enhanced our diamond letter. So nothing happened there. But that's fine. We got that done in one shot. We have an extra discard, which is nice. We're going to get more songs each of these. We will use them immediately, because if you're holding 2 songs and you get a third one, you have to drop a song. Jargon. Let's get rid of all of those. Wow, this is a word from history. I associate it with childhood mystery books. I have never, to my knowledge, ridden in a jalopy, but it is a kind of car. That got us halfway there. For the final round, we will get rid of the coatl because enhancing our deck won't be as valuable once the game is about to end. Ranking. Now you could have pranking or cranking, but we don't have those letters. Ranking is still quite good. It starts at 100. We get 2 more letters enhanced. Flaps per enhanced letter. Notice that I've put the flaps per enhanced letter after coatl. And that worked very well for us because the coatl enhanced 2 letters, which gave us extra flaps because the enhanced letters were then counted as enhanced. If these had been in the other order, the unenhanced letters would have been counted. This is rare. It is very unusual to get to jump a letter immediately to platinum. We have to play it no matter what we draw. So we will simply use it on an E. Placated. Redacted. R-E-D-A. Redact. Play. Many words would require a double letter. We can't play platter because that has two T's instead of one. We can't play clapper because that has two P's instead of one. Something ending in CT would work. Pleader. One who pleads is a pleader. That gets us to the 7 letters. And that gets us the distance in 1. Thanks partly to our new Platinum E. Now we can hold the mimic. And we are not getting a new song immediately, but if we see an asterisk, we would use it. I do not like most of these letters. Q-U-O-T. Mimic. Let's make the K a Platinum E. Q-U-O-T-E-R. 6 letters, not 7. Reasonable number of flaps. The U got enhanced. That got us halfway there. So for our next trick, we will try to get a 7-letter word. P-A-R-D-O-N-E-D. Pardoned. 8 letters. Lots of points. The N got enhanced, which counted as an enhanced letter for the extra flaps. We are now at step 13 of 14. Played vowels, flaps per gold. Oh, and we play that, and we now have 28 C's. We do like a golden E. There we go. So, this always activates. In this particular deck, we currently have 21 speckled letters, in part because our Coatl has made more letters. We're still getting 5 power if the word is odd. So let's see if we can use a Platinum S. Let's see if we can use, there we go. Now, we almost always have discards. This will encourage us not to use discards, plus 5 power per remaining discard, but it is, on balance, a good letter, a good feather. This good feather should activate at the beginning of every. Okay. Earring. L-O-W-E-R-I-N-G, lowering. So we would not have a diamond wild card without Coatl. Coatl really made this deck, this trip, easy, and it gave us scads of points for our final. So I hope I have shown you that this game has an interesting combination of luck and math, of words and strategy, and I hope that you enjoy it as much as I do. Today is July 28th, 2025. The full game goes on sale on July 30th, 2025.